So a few years ago I made a video about a traditional Norwegian dish that is made of a sheep's certain body part. Despite this not being any worse than using any other part of the animal, and actually good for not wasting anything, YouTube has demonetized it. So I've made the original version available for my members only, and here's a new censored version that YouTube will hopefully be okay with. Enjoy! This is a Smalahove, which in Norwegian means sheep's head. It's usually served with boiled potatoes, rutabaga mash, and often consumed with alcohol, aquavit or beer. As you may see, a Smalahove is half a sheep's head, which has been smoked and then boiled or steamed. It's quite good. In the old times, Smalahove was only eaten by the poor, but in modern times it has become something of a national dish, among other dishes too. It is often served to tourists, and there is even an annual food festival called Smalahove held in Voss on the west coast of Norway. Yes, Voss, the place that unreasonably expensive bottled tap water is named after, but not actually where it's from. I've made this dish a few times for Halloween. I'm sure you can see how eating a sheep's head down to its skull while moody music plays in the background before putting on a good horror movie would lend itself to the holiday. And maybe you would like to make it too. So here's a quick little recipe for you. Let's start with the head. Portion up half a head per person. I would recommend not starting with a raw sheep head unless you are very skilled in smoking and removing the brain and everything like that. It is probably much easier to get a hold of a smoked head in Norway, but try asking your local butcher anyway. Who knows, they may be able to help you out. Once you have your smoked heads, the rest is pretty easy. Put the heads in water 24 hours before you start cooking, to remove some of the salt used in the smoking process. After this, remove the water. Now you have to steam the heads in a pot for about 2.5 hours, preferably with a grate in the bottom of the pot. Just leave the pot on a low temperature with the lid on, and check in on it every now and then to make sure the water has not evaporated completely. The heads are done when the meat is barely holding on to the bone. For the potatoes, you just peel and boil however many you want. For the rutabaga mash, portion up 1 rutabaga, 1 carrot and 1 potato. That should be enough for 4 people. Peel and boil all of them together until they are soft. Remove the water and mash them with a potato masher. Mix in a bit of milk, about 1 deciliter, and taste with salt, pepper and butter. And there you have it. When you're eating the sheep's head, just make sure to start with the eyes, as they are just as good as the rest of the meat when they are warm, but they get pretty icky when they start cooling down a bit. So, what weird foods do you like to eat?